Hello, coffee lovers. My name is Russell Volts from Lake City Coffee, and today I have a real special surprise for you. Whole bean white coffee, the unicorn of the coffee industry world. Yeah, white coffee is just plain weird, but we sell a lot of it, and people really like it. So I thought it was time to do an actual taste test between white coffee, medium, a combination of the two, and let's just find out how great this unicorn really is. So originally, I decided I was not going to sell white coffee. It was just too weird, right? But people kept asking for it and ordering it, so we keep on selling it. All white coffee is the regular old beans that you use for medium or dark. It's just super light. All coffee companies that I've ever run into that offer white coffee, it's always ground. I think if you Google whole bean white coffee and actually look at what they're selling, it's almost always ground. It's not whole bean. We only sell whole bean. And white coffee is typically not white, it's yellow, right? And to me, it tastes like straw. I'm kind of like, nothing exciting here. So I took it one shade darker to gold. And at a golden color, all of a sudden that straw flavor turned into peanut butter. I'm not kidding. It was the craziest thing I ever saw. I still thought, okay, this is better than, yellow and better than straw, but I didn't think anybody would buy it. And sure enough, it's flying off the shelf, right? This has been going on for almost 11 years now. So nonetheless, whole bean white coffee, what does it really taste like? So for us, kind of nutty. And here it is. I have it in my, infamous burnout mug, only vacuum insulated coffee mug made in the USA. Only one that I found anyway. And I've been looking for years and years. So let's see what it tastes like, the white coffee. Now, keep in mind, I'm using a hand grinder. Why? Because it's made in the United States of America. So this is by Red Rooster Trading Company out of Missouri, I believe. And first of all, we start out and we weigh out 20 grams of white coffee. And all of my coffees, medium or dark, I always use 20 grams for 12 ounces of hot water. So we measure that white beans, 20 grams, and then ground it a medium grind. And then, of course, I use my trusty French press. Now, this is just a Bowden French press, not made in China, thank God. I think it's made in Portugal. And just use a French press. I mean, that's one of my go-tos. Boil it with a Pyrex measuring cup. I throw it in the microwave. It's just faster and easier that way. So let's see what it tastes like. White coffee. Okay, this is coffee for people that don't like coffee, right? So it tastes more like tea. I mean, if you handed this to me, total blind test, I would say it was some type of tea that's to taste like peanuts, okay? Other people think it's other kinds of nuts, macadamia nut or whatever. To me, it's definitely, for me, professional taste tester, right? A lot of training in taste testing. In the wine world, we're bringing that to the coffee world. Tastes like peanuts. Super smooth. I mean, I tell you, if you need to pick me up in the afternoon, now this has got somewhere between 50 and 100% more caffeine in it than a lot of the dark roast that you're used to. Although it's super smooth. It's very delightful drink. Now, I want to compare these two. This is my normal, everyday, medium roast, medium brown, 20 grams of medium grind of the medium roast to 12 ounces of water. And this is what I drink every single day, right? This is kind of a treat. Now, I learned this from my customers because I wasn't too crazy about this. I really wanted coffee. And what I found them doing is mixing 80% medium or dark to 20% white. And I'm like, okay, let's give that a whirl. You know, most of what I've learned about making coffee and drinking coffee is from my customers. So I want to get to this, but I want to prep my taste buds to what normal is. Tastes like coffee. It's got some chocolate notes on it. Super smooth. By smooth, I mean there's like zero bitterness to this or our dark roast. I can see why I drink that every morning. That's the medium. Now let's take a look at the 80-20 mixture, which would be 16 grams of medium, 4 grams of white, and that's for a 12-ounce cup of coffee. Now granted, these are bigger than 12 ounce, but they're only filled about that far. Okay, on the front end, it tastes just like this. It tastes just like the medium, maybe a tad bit smoother. If you really concentrate on this, yeah, I think what it's coming from is from the smell. You can smell the nuttiness to it. Not strong, just it's super, super faint. Then you drink it, it tastes like this in the front, in the middle, but the back end of the flavor is all nut. And it's kind of, it's like dessert to me. You know what, this, well, I was going to say you could do it with decaf, but there's so much caffeine in the white coffee, you know. I would say a vast majority of our customers that buy white mix it. A vast majority of the amount of coffee we sell, they don't. They drink it straight. So of the white coffee that we sell, they drink it straight. But as far as numbers of customers, most of them, like me, they prefer something like this or the dark, and they'll mix it together. Other than that, weird coffee, super easy to do, easy to roast. I don't know why companies charge more for white coffee than they do for their medium or dark, because it takes less time to actually roast and less, heat. So it should cost, the same. I don't see any reason why to charge more. We don't. We charge what we charge for regardless of the roast. Nonetheless, if you have any questions, let me know and be happy to answer your questions and get back to you. Have a great day.